Lamb Mortis here with a look at the Kentucky Derby 2021. Louisville comes alive during Derby week or Derby month almost, and I used to go every year. Every year I could anyway. It's going to be the 12th race on Saturday at Churchill Downs. This is the biggest race. I like this better than the Breeders' Cup. Been watching all these horses all along. $3 million Kentucky Derby. We're going to go with the post positions. Maybe I'll tell morning line odds on some of them, but let's get started. Known agenda. He's going to be in the one hole. Todd Pletcher. You got him 6-1. I think Known agenda probably one of the better horses in the race, and there's so many good horses here, evenly matched. 6-1 could be higher. Like the King, Wesley Ward trained. Van Dyke riding him, 50-1. I wouldn't go with Like the King, but 51 looks good. Brooklyn Strong, same thing. 50-1, pretty good horse, but I don't think he'll do it here. But here's one. Keep Me in Mind. If Keep Me in Mind is 50-1, that's worth a $2 bet. That's worth putting him in all your tries and exactas. Sainthood's another one. Todd Pletcher, 50-1. Sainthood's a pretty good horse. Kind of unknown. Pretty good horse. Obeso. He's coming out of 6-0. Then we have Mandaloon. I got Mandaloon at 15-1. I swear, I think Mandaloon's one of the prettiest horses I've ever seen. Brad Cox trained, 15-1. And, you got to have Mandaloon in your tries and superfectas. Another one here, Medina Spirit, Bob Baffert. Medina Spirit's a pretty tough horse. Maybe not as tough as some of the horses in here, but right with them. And Bob Baffert always does good in the Derby. Now the 9-hole next to Medina Spirit, Hot Rod Charlie. Trainers Doug O'Neill, Pratt up on him, 8-1. I'm thinking 8-1. I think he'll be lower than that really, because monster horse itself. Essential quality 5 for 5 looks better than Hot Rod Charlie, but that don't mean nothing on Derby Day. Here's one for sure. It's hard to pass up on a horse like Midnight Bourbon. Horses like Midnight Bourbon, Mandolin, all these horses, they're fighting at the end. Hot Rod Charlie, Medina Spirit. If you can get 20-1 on Midnight Bourbon for 20-1 with Steve Asmussen, Mike Smith. Mike Smith, one of my favorite jockeys. Then Dynamic one by Pletcher, trained, 20-1. Helium, 50-1. I don't think Helium's going to win this race at 50-1. Might be a good bet. Hidden Stash ain't a bad horse. He's 50-1. Not, he's not with the top dogs out there, but he could be. Essential Quality, which everybody loves, and we should. Well, everybody knows that's Brad Cox trainer. Got a great jockey aboard. 2-1. 2-1 with 20 horses. I doubt if he'll be 2-1 post time, but he looks on paper the best horse, but he's coming out in the 14-hole, which ain't that bad. And he might go out there and win this race, but I'm thinking he's not going to, even though he might look like the best horse in the race. And Rock Your World, come out right next to Essential Quality. Now the 15-hole, John Sadler, 5-1. I like Rock Your World, and I even think he could win the race, but 5-1's not a good odds on him. King Furry, I love Ken McPeak's training when he trains. He might have a surprise for everybody on Derby Day. Highly Motivated, coming out 17th hole. That's Chad Brown. He's got them horses ready, and Highly Motivated is going to be 10-1. Yeah, I'm thinking 10-1. Highly Motivated ain't very. He's liable to be win the race, or at least in the top 3. Maybe not, but 10-1, I'd sure be going with him. Super Stock, who ain't done nothing wrong. Steve Asmussen, Santana Jr. up, 30-1. There's some good odds on these horses. Not real good, but it's better than most. But I would bet against the favorite in a race of 20 horses, unless it's Secretariat or somebody. But anyway, we got Soup and Sandwiches. That horse is surprising me. Mark Cassie's. I'm surprised that horse got a lot of speed, but I don't know if I'd bet him or not. Bourbonic, Todd Pletcher, another horse. But I don't think this horse is going to win. It could be wrong. But it's a Kentucky Derby coming up, and again, Essential Quality is one of the best out here. Hot Rod Charlie, Midnight Bourbon, Mandaloon. Keep Me in Mind. We got there's some good opportunities for long shots. I mean, it's probably one of the best chances in the Derby I've seen in a long time for a long shot. And of course, Essential Quality might win this thing. Well, good luck, everybody, on Derby Day.